Okay, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day on this, I don't know what day it is. On this Wednesday. On this Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Let's call it a Wednesday. We're going to make it Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Current temperature is 50 degrees or 10 C. So it's starting to rain. Fun. Maybe a little bit of thunder too. So we have a hand. So I've got my element. We'll need to unload some of the feed bags out of that and into the barn, and then we'll get some feed, then we'll get some water, and then we will. So, you guys want to see there's feed, about 10 bags in there. So fun, right? Fun. A good day. We had to get up early. Lisa had a dentist appointment, so I've been up for the wee hours. So that's why. I don't know what I was about to say there. I forgot. That's why. We're just gonna stick with why is the proper answer to that question. Okay. So let's make this easy on ourselves. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna grab the wagon, put some food on the wagon, and then continue on with our fun adventures. So it's a like I said, fairly nice day today. Cloudy because it's rainy. Other than that, not too much exciting. So let me, I'm gonna set you guys right over here for a second so I can load a couple of the bags from the car onto the wagon. I can also practice my squats here so you can get a nice extra 25 pounds. And down into a squat, and then up, and then down into a squat, and then up. Pretty easy. And if you do it with enough, and if you regularly practice that, that's how you can get your exercise in. Maybe a few more than I'm doing. Get yourself a nice. No bouncing. Okay, fine, no bouncing. Okay. Pretty easy. So, I mean, they're only 25. It's only 25 pounds, but, you know, again, a good way to practice what you're doing every day, just kind of incorporating it into something you're going to do every day. I could also put it on my shoulder. That's a little easier because it doesn't put pressure too much on one side or the other. So we got those. Let's go with that. The other nice thing about feed bags, I'll give you that, is that holding it like that, you can really get the weight set up in the way you want because of, you can move it around with the feed and such like that. So Terry and Mark, and I don't know who else is watching, and everybody else who's watching. Most of you guys stay quiet, which is fine. Oh, lost a feed bag. Give me a second. Fell right off. Put you guys right there for a second. I guess since I dropped it, that'll be 5 more for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I don't drop it again. Oh, sorry, they're 50 pounds. They're 22 kilo. It's 22, it's 50 pounds or 22 kilograms is what it is, or 50 pounds. So I said 25 because I was seeing the 22 on there, thinking the wrong direction. So I'm gonna bring these to Lisa, carry them in. So being able to incorporate your everyday chores into also working. Get farm buff. So okay, thanks, Mark. Yeah, locking out is something I do need to be careful with because I'm really good at I'm really good at locking my knees. It's just a skill. It's a horrible skill I have. So, absolutely horrible skill. Okay. So back to that to watching in this direction. So yeah, farm squatting with Doc. So we're gonna head back, get a couple more. See, it's a nice little break between my little squats. You get to walk a little bit to stretch that out. Again, do not take exercising advice from me. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just I do things based on how I typically move my body and everyday stuff. So we're just kind of doing this for fun. This is my little simple workout. So I'm not advising anybody else. Not advising anybody else to do this. But let's see, what are we gonna take in next? Let's get the next two things done. So what I like, just to show you guys how I'm holding this, I like to kind of lock. I like this kind of like a baby. Seems like I got good. Ground's fairly level here, so we're gonna do a couple more. Ready? Good stance. Get my feet so they don't slide. Okay. Two. 3. 4. 5. One more for good measure. 6. 'll do the same thing with this one. See Mark saying something in my... Okay. We're gonna do it again. Get the good lock in. Good measure. So, good stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 for good measure. Okay. So we're going to come around again so you guys can see where we're heading. So I could probably do more than that today, but I mean, I'm gonna do every bag that we pick up. But the idea, I could definitely do more, but man, that day I fell the other day. Okay, I will next time. That other day I fell though. Just sucks. Yep. There's seed and corn. Where would you like me to take it to? Hand me right. Okay. Okay, let's not do the lockout this time. Like Mark said, we're gonna pick that up. We're gonna not let myself do the lockouts. There you guys can see. 5. Good stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 for good measure. Yeah, I don't think the camera angle was as good that time. I did lock out the last one. I came up too high. I felt it, but no worries. Okay. Starting to feel it in my left knee. I'm wearing really crappy shoes. I usually wear shoes with insoles. These particular boots are new, so trying those out. See that, guys? See? Mark doesn't like any of the way I do it. I need to go slower. I need to go not knee locking out ergable. And what else, Mark is? So I need to move slower and to not lock out my knees. So now to rabbit feed. We're at the rabbit feed one now. So I need to go slower of my 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 for good measure. See what we wrote now. What did I do wrong that time? So take my hat off. Why would I do that? Why would I take my hat off? If you guys don't know, I don't swim with my hat off. Like showering is one of the few things I do where I'm not wearing a hat. Okay, we're ready. In a good stance. A little uneven here, but that's okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good measure. Okay. So far, so good. Get this to the bunny barn. Hey, Lisa, just fill those up and I'll put them on the wagon and take them. Okay. Oh, well, looking down, I need to look at the camera to watch you guys and to see myself. Actually, I will say, I think working out, being able to see myself might actually be a trick. It was kind of the same trick in ballet and in dance. It's a lot easier to be able to see yourself and be able to see how your form is. So definitely felt that last one. I definitely felt it on my left knee a little bit. So one of these days I need to try to do some of this stuff barefooted. And see if that makes any difference. Okay, cool. Didn't know that, Sonny. Put you guys right here for a second so I can carry this one over. Let's get this camera in the angle again. Okay, so this knee is the knee that's going bad. So I'm gonna take you guys' advice and I'm gonna do less work with it. So, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not gonna push that, knee's hurting right there for a second. Still want to do the rest. This knee is telling me no bueno. The other side, still doing just fine. That's one of the weaknesses. It's one of the weaknesses I have when I do a lot of stuff, guys, is because the left knee is the knee I completely messed up as a kid. Might be a good idea. Okay, I'll not bounce. Bouncing bad. So remember that, folks. Bouncing bad. That's what Mark's teaching us today. So let's not do the bouncy bounce. Let's get these, let's get 5 more out of this bag, and then we'll get the water and everything else. That's why bouncing's bad, guys, because you fall down. Don't want you guys falling down, so. Okay. Here we go. You ready? Let's go. Okay, I need to sit here for a second because just realized my knee was not happy. My knee was absolutely not happy with that one I just did. So I'm gonna sit here for just a second. Might try two of these and see what happens with the knee, because it's just not bueno. And still got a lot of chores to do. That's the downfall. Can't push myself to failure. So let's get my stance a little bit better. Okay. That's it. Going with that. So it's getting, the leg's starting to feel, the knee's getting to the point of starting to feel like jelly. I don't know if you know what that feels like. But when that leg starts feeling like jelly, it means it might stop working. It doesn't hurt, it's just a jelly. It's just a jelly feeling. And when I get jelly, not too bueno. Not too bueno, so. Also is, I told her I was gonna get the water. She's just struggling it along, so. You want this for this, Lisa? Good. Okay.
That container of water?
Yeah.
And these are the bunnies in the barn.
Okay. Okay. You getting that, Lisa, or do you want me to get it? Okay, Lisa's getting that one. Because she's just buff like that. You know, it's funny. if Lisa works out, Lisa has a larger shoulder, more shoulder girthy. She looks like she has more shoulder strength than I do. So yeah, no, that's a good idea, Mark. I'll try that a couple times, maybe tomorrow or the next day. So where you want me to take this to, Lisa?
I got it. If you're still in running stuff. Why don't you pull this around back?
Oh, that's fine. That's not that. It wasn't too bad. I just have one rabbit. I didn't know where we wanted to split that rabbit up. Did we need any in the house?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then the other one's a pig. So I'll go get the pig. I'll get these guys. Where is the, did you feed these guys yet?
Nope.
Okay, where is the extra?
In the bunny barn.
Okay.
You go ahead and water them. You can take the water up there.
Okay, cool.
Give water to everybody up there while you're at it.
I'll do that. So good planning. Oh yeah, no, Mark. I wasn't saying tomorrow. I guess I literally did say the word tomorrow, but I wasn't meaning tomorrow. I was meaning like later this week. So this leg, it has the little bit of good burn. I did pretty good on this leg. This leg's just jelly. It really, so this leg right here, it's right now it's feeling like it's doing this, like it's spasming right around the knee. So right around the knee, it feels like, the best way to put it is it reaches like someone's behind my kneecap doing this. That's what it feels like right now. This knee says, oh, I can do a couple more. And, yeah. I still got everybody else. We still got all the chores to finish, so. But, I want to show you guys, that is actually, it is simple. Those that say, I don't like going to a gym. I don't like working out. I don't like doing any of that stuff. There is just simple things that you can do on the farm. Just simple little workouts that you can get your strength up. The other thing is, my back still hurts a bit. Today, guys, it's hurting right here. And then I was telling you guys earlier about, so it hurts right there, and then I've got this thing that comes around right here and right there, and it just kind of squishes a bit. It's annoying. It's more annoying than anything. Yesterday it hurt. It's more of annoying today. So why am I sharing with you? I don't know. You guys just like to know this kind of stuff. And if you don't, you're welcome. So let me get these guys watered, then we'll peek down so you guys can check out the bunnies, say hi to them, and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, by the way, guys, so feed prices actually went up again this last day. So keep that in mind. Once animal feed starts increasing in price, you're going to actually definitely start noticing food prices, since, you know, we feed the animals that we eat. We feed is that. So oh, Sonny, you're right. Karma. Yeah. But we did make you a sticker. See, you got that sticker. So you do have your own sticker now because of it. Also, at Rural King today, a lot of their seeds was like $1 a packet. So if you guys have a Rural King near you, that's actually a pretty good deal. Snagged a bunch of really cool stuff. Also snagged, this time of year, I also snagged some other carrots. I also snagged some carrots and such to try to start some stuff a little bit early. So very excited about starting the carrots early and such like that, just to see, even if we get another frost or something, I think at this particular point, as long as we don't get into like below freezing, I think, or too much below freezing for a long period of time, I think the carrots will be just fine. Okay, guys, I'm gonna walk over there. I'm gonna grab that 50-pound. I need to carry it over to the bunny. So let me throw that on my shoulder and grab the phone and take it back. Okay, good to go. So let's we're gonna carry this over. We're gonna go carry this over to this is Sylvia's food, if you guys are wondering why it says dog food. So we figured out that Sylvia really likes this dog food, and looking at the nutritional breakdown of it, this is a very cost-effective food. Good protein, good balance for everything else. It gives her more of a well-rounded meal than some of the other stuff that we've done in the past, because we're not trying to just fatten her up. We're trying to give her more of a all-around good, well-rounded stuff. Okay, back to get the water. So, heading back down that way. So we need to talk about this later, guys. I need some ideas on how to improve this walkway, how to make the this back area look a little cooler, and some cool ideas on, just kind of what you think would be cool to see in my backyard, and what are some cool ideas to do here on the lab, so we can we can work together and you guys can help be involved with some of the ideas. So I got one bag already. The last one is for we can split in there. I gave those guys water already. You want me to take this one to the bunnies?
Yeah, they need water.
Okay. So that would be cool, Terry. I agree. That would be cool. I'd like, that would actually be kind of fun to try to see if we could build some, try to get some plans together, or figure out, like, even 3D print them. So, okay, you want a tunnel that we can walk through that has plants. I think we might be able to make that happen as well. The trellis with beans. I'm gonna try to build one of those. That is in the plan. So that's something I definitely like. We want to make like a little seated area so that we can fence in the bunnies, and so people can sit down and like hang out with the bunnies and have bunnies hop all around you and that kind of stuff. Plus, that's a good way to give our bunnies a little exercise and get them used to being around people. Because one of the things, some of our bunnies need to be socialized around people a little bit more. And so that's actually a good idea. So no, I like all the ideas you guys came up with so far. Those are cool. Also be able to integrate those. And remember, we can also think of If you guys can think of any hoboculture gardening, that Terry came up with that cool word of hoboculture gardening. We can do the hoboculture gardening. We can try to reuse some of the junk, because you guys know I've got lots of junk sitting around. Reuse some of the junk and such like that. So, oh, by the way, guys, not that any of you would be interested, but something that we're going to be doing soon is Lisa is going to be cutting up these bags, and we're going to be putting kits on the Instagram, on her Etsy page, for people that want to make their own grocery bags and make their own bags and such like. Why that happened? Make their own bags and such like that. Really, this was charged full. Why are you dead already? There you go. So we're gonna do that as well. We'll have bags. We'll have kits. Very inexpensive for you guys to make your own grocery bags out of old feed bags. Plus, along with that, we'll have you'll get the instructions on how to do it, so that if you want to just keep making them endlessly, you'll be able to. Also, guys, if you guys are looking for cool, fun, interesting gifts, Sunbear Glass Crafts, if you check out her site, if you plug your Etsy or your channel, I don't care either way, Sunny, she makes Sunny's one of our friends here on the channel, and she makes really, really awesome stained glass stuff on her Etsy page. You should definitely check it out. So, plus she also streams, and so it's fun watching her make stuff and cut herself and make stuff and just show you how cool and artsy she is, and call her a slacker because she hardly ever works. That's a joke, guys. She's one of the hardest working craft people I've seen in a long time. So there you go. There's her. Make sure you check out her page. It's awesome. The stuff she makes is really cool. So. Also, guys, if any of you guys also just want to chit-chat about stuff, you want to come over, hang out with us, you just want to do stuff, !Discord, you guys can jump over to our Discord, just kind of where we all hang out, we all share the different stuff that we do. A bunch of us stream, and so we share a lot of our streaming, so if you guys want to watch fun streaming content here on DLive and Twitch and other stuff, if you jump on the Discord, you guys can join up with us and see who's streaming when, and plus on there, we talk about a variety of awesome stuff. Sometimes we're talking about the craziness going on in the world. Sometimes we're talking about farming. Right now we're talking about working out and being more buff and improving our bodies and such like that. Some biohacking, just a little bit of everything. Sometimes we're just playing games, so it's a pretty awesome place. What's that word all these kids use today? Vibing. It's a vibe place. I like chill better, but I guess that has negative connotations today. So people, if you're like below a millennial, you come there and vibe. If you're older than a millennial, it's just a cool place to hang out with the cool kids, because we are the cool kids. And if you don't like Discord, that's cool. You can hit me up on email or whatever, just here on DLive, Twitch. I don't know why I just opened that bag. Silly me. Wasn't meant to do that. Just got into the habit. So super excited. I've ordered 2 of my bees, 2 of the groups of bees. So still trying to figure out if I want to order if I want to order one more. So the last bit of bees I was going to order, it's a nuke, so it's pretty much a ready to go hive. problem is it's like 200 bucks, and I'm still just trying to figure out right now if I should justify spending that $200 on bees, or if I should take that $200 and invest it to either chickens or trees. So it's a kind of the thing that I'm kind of deciding right now. Because I'm definitely getting two definitely two package of bees. So the difference between a package of bees is package of bees have a new queen. So it's a queen that they haven't. It's kind of like a split. So. Oh, Mark, by the way, it's !G. We'll link you to the gilded. So, just for future reference, Mark, if you want to plug the gilded, there you go. So where was we at? Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to decide. I think I'm probably gonna order those bees and just really, really hardcore spend the next couple weeks like really pushing it for crypto. And usually if I really spend time and I just dedicate like a good 4 hours of day trading, I can usually make enough to offset some of my additional habits that I want to spend. So. But as soon as I get my bees, we will be doing regular weekly bee lessons. I'm gonna really hyper focus on talking about bees because I want every one of you that's watching, all of you guys, I want everyone to feel comfortable about getting bees, raising bees, and having bees on your farm, or having bees on your homestead, or even having bees in your own backyard. It's like the thing. It doesn't matter where you guys are at. I pretty much think that everybody should be able to have bees, quail, and rabbits. If you cover those three bases, you're gonna have most things that you need to be able to survive, because bees are gonna provide you honey, they're gonna provide you a lot of good fertilization. They're gonna make sure all your flowering plants and all that kind of stuff are fertilized. A good example is, like pumpkins and such, they actually require bees to get in there and bumble around and bounce around and that kind of stuff. Now, bumblebees are the best, but if you don't have bumblebees, you at least need honeybees. So there's that. Rabbits, not only are they friends that you can eat, but rabbits are also a really, really good way. Lisa made a joke today. It's almost like rabbits, their main job is just to fertilize everything. They just want to make sure there's no ground left anywhere that they're not fertilizing. And rabbits poop a lot. They turn grass into spectacular fertilizer. And if you need be, you can eat them. And they breed like rabbits, so it's also another additional way to have another income. And if you can't have chickens, because some of you can't have chickens, quail are the next best thing. Nice little quail. I don't have any right now. We will be getting quail. We will be adding quail to our mix later this year. I had some 2 years ago, and we will be adding quail again to our mix because I absolutely love quail. Great thing to add to the mix. We'll be having quail, and quail will provide you eggs, but you can also eat them as well, and you can hatch them and have more baby quail. So just all around good. Like 3 things you can have. Because animal husbandry, while that's Lisa's specialty, animal husbandry is something that all good homesteads, even if you're doing urban homesteading, all good homesteadings have some type of animal or insect into their mix. So maybe I'm going to be really, if I can get everything in line, we're going to be working on some aquaponics this year. And including into the aquaponics, I'm not sure what kind of fish we'll be adding into the aquaponics yet. So I've got a couple different ideas, but the other great thing is aquaponics are going to be another thing that you guys will be able to incorporate even in your urban homesteading or your suburban homesteading, because even if you don't eat your fish, the fish emulsions is another bit of fertilizer. And I know I keep talking about fertilizer, but the more fertilizer you can have, the more you can just keep recycling it into the soil. The better your soil is going to be. The better your soil is, the better your plants are going to be, and you're going to have some awesome, super tasty wonderful plants. And who doesn't want super tasty, wonderful plants? Let's get these guys all fed in here. So we'll also be adding that's awesome. Now that is so cool. I'm super excited for you to get into growing the radishes, learn to grow radishes, get good at it, and then move on to some of the other stuff. So yes, and absolutely, Terry, that is the point about the fertilizer that is important into this mix. We should be having with understanding the animals that people have and knowing how to properly compost and such like that. We really should just be focusing on really good soil management, and we can fix most of these problems. And even some of you that are in really not the best places to live should be able to grow some awesome stuff. You know, it really doesn't take that long to improve the soil and make the soil good. A lot of the plants that we're going to grow are going to help you with building the soil. And a lot of the plants are going to not only provide you yummy, super tasty food, but just like future places for their friends to grow. This weekend, sometime this weekend, because I have to do a quick little workshop on how to plant fruit trees and prune fruit trees. So we'll be doing some of that will be live streamed. So I'll be live streaming sometime this weekend. Don't know when yet, guys. But we'll be doing some of that this weekend, live streaming, planting some fruit trees, because I got my fruit trees ready to have some of them planted, and to properly prune some of those. Well, I'm a light pruner. I'm not a huge fan of pruning trees, but there are situations where pruning is very useful and very much needed. And the thing is, and Terry, those might actually change the soil chemistry. But the thing is it's not very hard. There are very, very easy ways to change the soil chemistry back to what you need it to do. I do think it's a good idea for those that can, is to regularly check your soil chemistry, figure out what the pH is, figure out what it's balanced, figure out what is best for what you want to grow, and go from there. So I'm gonna take this into here. Okay, good with that. I'm good to go so far. So we're gonna a couple more things. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the bunnies. Let me open up the bunnies, because I know some of you, the main reason you follow me on this channel is because you want to see the animals. And the bunny camera is currently down. It's down because I broke the antenna on it. And because they're wireless, the antenna. So, bunny's coming up to greet you, say hi. These are all the girls. So if we can find, we're gonna try to do some bunny trading this year. I'd like to add a few more. I'd actually add a little bit more genes into the gene pool here. We do have a pretty good diversity of the gene pool because we introduced, I think last year we introduced I think one new buck. A buck is a male rabbit for those that don't know, and the year before that I think we introduced 3. So we have a pretty good rotation around of hoof bred, and some of these guys might have bred with some wild rabbits as well. Don't exactly know about all that, but there's a chance. So okay, so let's get some. I'm gonna grab my seeds that I have in the car. Also picked up some grass seed because we want to put some grass seed down. Every year I add a little bit of extra grass seed to things because it's a good idea to keep a variety. That was not supposed to. Why is the sound on my phone? So there we go. Sound wasn't supposed to be on. Don't know how it came on. So job for 9. Hope you're having a good day. So grass seed. Got some here and some other seeds. I'll show you guys. I'm going to take this over to the building and we'll talk about what's in here. Kind of stuff, and I'll show you guys, and then we'll talk a little bit about where I'm going to broadcast this seed. So cool. I'm glad. I hope the documents. Fulfill the need of the establishment. So, by the way, guys. Also, some of you might know, might be wondering what that is. So I do. So I also am a minister. I have a church, the Tabernacle of Universal Understanding. So what that is, and so we have lots of stuff out there. I'm also working on, for those that are against things like the draft and such like that, I am also working on a draft letter. So I am in the strong belief that you are your own keeper. And you should be able to make all the best decisions that you think is best for you. And that is one of our main mantras with my church. So, and those that maybe don't understand what all that is, if you guys you want to know what my belief system is, I'm close to a universal Unitarian. If you don't know what a UU is, look it up. It's just pretty much I respect everybody's view on everything. That's the best way to say it. So that's how my church is set up. So everyone is welcome, and you don't have to do anything. It's just a fellowship of people wanting to be in a fellowship with people and talk about stuff. We challenge everything. So anyways, here's the seeds I got, because all that other rest of the crap is boring. So here's the seeds we got. So just a few that we picked up. So we picked up these really cool like different color carrots. We'll see how those turn out. Another pack of different color carrots. 3 packets of different color carrots. Got some pickling cucumbers. Got these really cool like blue pumpkins. Should be pretty cool. And then Lisa got some catnip because we have cats. And plus catnip's actually a really good herb for humans as well. And so, Festule. Got some Festule seeds. So Festule seed is very good, at least in our region. It's a very good seed when things are going to be crushing on top of it and things are going to be walking on top of it. It's a good seed to put down. So what I'll probably do is, see that muddy mess? Muddy mess. So we're going to put this down, and then we'll put some hay on top of that muddy mess. And then I might even put up a little fence to convince the guys to not go and like smash it down or anything. But that's kind of the goal. So I'm going to put this in the barn, and we're going to walk over to the just-in-time garden and talk about some stuff over there real fast. Okay, head over to that. See, it would be perfect if I was good at up perfect for some good edits and just some good pauses. But I'm more of just a live streamer type person. Like, I just like to randomly talk, and you guys like to randomly listen. I think you're here. Some of you are, and so it's kind of the so heading to the market garden. One of the other things that we'll be doing is I really need to build my my animal shrine, my thank you to nature animal shrine. You might be wondering, what is a thank you to nature animal shrine? So when we have an animal pass, we give it back to nature. And so just having a nice area to give the animal back would be a thing. So you guys can see the shovel and the holes that I have dug. That's two of the little places where the trees are going to go. Those locations are going to be elderberries. Yes, those are going to be for the elderberry trees. That's where those guys are going to be moving to. Right now they're in the house, but we'll be planting the elderberries very soon. Beautiful, beautiful day. Supposed to rain later, but that's okay. Still just a lovely day in the neighborhood. Hawk in the distance. So just a quick little show you guys of these things are ready to go. So I've got these garden plots set up with the string so that I'll be able to plant things here. Still need to bring some string out here and get this one in place, but in general, got those two ready to go. Gonna be putting some hay inside between theirs. That's where we're gonna plant a bunch of pumpkins. And as we come up with cool, new, different, better ideas, we'll keep expanding it. So just a quick little, I thought I'd just do a quick little walk up here. This guy's pretty cool right now. Look at this guy is so interesting. I'm always enthralled with this guy. You guys can hear how definitely it's windier here than it was at the house. Back. I regularly say it, but that grassy area right there, that's where the greenhouse and the future house for the intern will be going. So we're going to be either bringing in a trailer or building a little bunkhouse for the intern so that we can have interns. So we can definitely start expanding more of what we want to do here. By the way, guys, if there's anybody out there in internet land that knows anything about grant writing or knows anything about grant writing and be willing to share some of that grant writing knowledge, finding those grants or anything like that with me, that would be great. So one thing that I've learned over the years that's really interesting. So starting a nonprofit, being the director of a nonprofit, one of the things that I never thought about doing, I thought, cool, one thing about being the director of a nonprofit is that I get to teach people lots of cool stuff, and I get to be out there and like help people do stuff and show people new stuff. But one of the things I learned with a nonprofit, the two things that you do with a nonprofit. The first thing you do is you focus on what your nonprofit's for. So in my situation, teaching people things, getting people used to doing that kind of stuff. The other thing you do with a nonprofit is you're asking rich people for money. You're always asking rich people for money. It's kind of, you're always trying to figure out ways, like think about all the silly commercials that you see on TV and all that kind of stuff. You're just always asking people for money. So it's just silly. I'm not good at that second part. Not at all. I would rather just do grant writing or figuring out other ways to do that. But those are the two things that you do with a nonprofit. So any of you thinking about getting into the nonprofit business, understand that those are your two main focuses. So it's like panhandling, but in style. Yes, Terry, that is absolutely 100% right on the nose. So that is exactly what it feels like all the time. So something I'm not quite used to yet. And I know it's been quite a few years too. It's just I was hoping that wasn't all it was meant to be, but that's why nonprofits have staff to do stuff like that. So in the future, that'll maybe be another important job for the interns, is teaching them how to grant write and how to panhandle in style. So we're gonna walk over before we end today. We're gonna walk over, I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna say hi to the bees, and I'm showing you guys the future spots for the bees. And stuff. Oh, by the way, if somebody does like my panhandling and does think that they want to help out, in the description below, there's a Cash App and a PayPal link. Don't feel like you need to help, but if you can, awesome, great. Other than that, you're just here to hang out with me. You guys being here to hang out with me, give me something to do and talk about videos is absolutely enough. So the bees. So this is the hive right here. That is still doing well. Too many cars right now, so you can't really hear it. So, but I'll be putting probably 3 hives. I'm gonna probably put 3 hives there. And then that's a new location for hives. So I'll be putting another hive there. And if I get lucky enough and we keep expanding, then I've got this area and this area for hives. So I'm going to step back just a little bit so you guys can actually see what we're talking about. So you guys can see the entire house. Well, that doesn't help you at all. There you go. You guys can see all. So the idea is we're going to put hives there and then hives there. And then we'll put hives there and hives there. And the perk to this is all the cell towers they have to go through the house. But not only this, you don't realize it, but I figured out the other day, by putting the hives here, they're technically below ground. Because if you look at the slope, and then when you walk out front and you realize how much it slopes down, the house is actually sitting on the ground right there. So these hives and these hives will actually be below ground, below surface. So that's the only cell tower, and that cell tower still has to go through that. So something an interesting experiment is pretty much have them, they get direct sunlight. Most of those are south facing. Those guys are south facing, those guys are east facing. Yeah. So this is my new permanent location for bees. If I do very well and have lots of splits, then we might do some additional experimenting with bees. But this is the best location. Last year I had the highest probability of bee survival. One of those hives survived, so we're going to stick with that, and we're going to address it the best way possible. So I didn't realize I have one other thing to do. I need to move my car, so you guys can come with me as I move my car before we wrap up the show. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave my car there. Anything. So, anyways, friends, soon, I don't know, you have to look for it online. One evening coming up, we'll do another show. We'll talk about a variety of stuff. I've got some cool new videos of some of the projects, some of the online projects that I belong to, some of the online projects I'm following. We're going to watch some of those videos together. So that's something to look forward to tonight. Saturday night, I believe it is. If Mark's around, he can confirm it. Saturday on Discord /Jitsi. For those that don't want to use Discord, we might end up using Jitsi as well. We'll be watching a boxing match. There's some crazy, awesome, fun boxing match going on. So if you guys are interested in that, I can't stream it on DLive or YouTube or Twitch. It's not that I just don't have enough time to submit. It's Saturday. Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough time to submit all the paperwork to them to make sure I can get an approved watch. It's not pay-per-view or anything. It's free to watch. We have links and that kind of stuff, but I just don't think I have the proper. I was reading through the terms of services on Twitch and DLive, and I'd have to submit all the stuff ahead of time, and I don't think I have enough time to do that. But we will be watching it together on Discord and those that don't want to use Discord and on Jitsi. So keep that in mind. So something that'll be really fun. It's just two really strong men that are. This is a real old school boxing match. It's not any of these Jake Logan or anything like that. These guys are fighting each other, and the money's going to charity and bragging rights and some tattoo on their arm and such. So definitely it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. So I thought you guys might be interested in joining. Those that don't know might join us. So !, Discord, or if you're going to join the Jitsi, it's going to be I think it's xdrfirefly.meet.jitsi, something like that. I'll make sure on the day of the fight, I'll at least put it in. I'll put it in the description here on my channel on Saturday. You'll see down in the chat or in the description. I'll put a link to the Jitsi, so you guys, those that might want to join it that way, you guys can check that out. Or if you guys follow me on any social media, on Twitter or Gab or anything like that. So there's a link. Eddie Hall and somebody else. Anyways, it's going to be interesting. Thought you guys might be interested in that. Something that we can all do together. Something we can hang out. Again, show you guys. We radically are vibing, whatever that means. Cool. All the cool kids, all the cool cats, chilling out, doing fun things. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. It's Doc. Till tomorrow. And, yeah. So, adios. Ugh.